Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got so much information to show you with regard to the latest on the election. Everything from Judicial Watch posting a study revealing that there are 1.8 million more registered voters than there are those who are of eligible voting age in counties all across the country, and I believe 29 separate states. Not to mention Bill Barr doing an investigation on what's going on with the election, and a powerful statement by Tucker Carlson that you are going to want to hear. But before I get into the report, just a quick break. I've been experiencing younger looking skin with more vibrance and more energy, not to mention more youthful looking hair, with one little secret, and that secret is Ageless Multi-Collagen. Thanks to Ageless Multi-Collagen, I look and feel 10 years younger than I am. And all I have to do is put one scoop into my hot or cold beverage. Collagen is absolutely vital for your skin, your hair, your bones, your joints, your tendons, and even your gut health. Most people don't even realize that their natural collagen depletes about 10% every single decade. And this is why I want to encourage you, get on over to healthwithlisa.com. Personally, supplementing my collagen has been one of the biggest contributors to both my physical and mental health. And Ageless Multi-Collagen is one of the best on the market, which is why I highly recommend that you guys check this out. I love the benefits of this product so much that I have bought it for friends and family members. And we all agree that this product has done absolute wonders on our skin and our hair. Not only that, you'll also be feeding a hungry child. For every order of Ageless Multi-Collagen today, BioTrust will donate a nutritious meal to a hungry child in your honor. Get yourself a bag of Ageless Multi-Collagen at healthwithlisa.com. And right now, you can get it for up to 51% off. As an added bonus, if you order today, you'll get free shipping, free VIP live health, and even fitness coaching for life. Not to mention a free e-report on the 14 foods for amazing skin. Invest in your health today so you're not suffering tomorrow, and take advantage of everything Ageless Multi-Collagen has to offer at healthwithlisa.com. Back to the broadcast. So let's start first with this powerful report by Judicial Watch. Here's the article on judicialwatch.org. New Judicial Watch study finds that there are 353 U.S. counties in 29 states with voter registration rates exceeding 100%. Judicial Watch announced today that a September 2020 study revealed that 353 U.S. counties had 1.8 million more registered voters than eligible voting age citizens. In other words, the registration rates of those counties exceeded 100% of the eligible voters. The study found 8 states showing statewide registration rates exceeding 100%, which include Alaska, Colorado, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Vermont. The September 2020 study collected the most recent registration data posted online by the states themselves. This data was then compared to the Census Bureau's most recent 5-year population estimates gathered by the American Community Survey, ACS, from 2014 through 2018. ACS surveys are sent to 3.5 million addresses each month, and its 5-year estimates are considered to be the most reliable estimates outside of the regular consensus there. Now here's a screenshot of all the counties that this is happening in according to that Judicial Watch report. Now my question to you is this: if this was revealed back in September of 2020 before the election took place, why weren't actions put in place to fix these issues? And furthermore, why isn't any of this under investigation? But the good news is right now, according to reports, William Barr is investigating parts of election issues. Take a look at this article on foxnews.com. Barr authorizes investigation into substantial allegations of voting irregularities despite scant evidence. The American people need to be assured that our election has integrity and that what we vote is actually happening. But right now, there's so many corrupt things happening, leaving many people in the United States of America to question the validity. And Fox News and many sources have been revealing some of those irregularities. And if you've been on Restrictive Republic, you've been seeing a lot of what's going on as well. But that's not all. The interesting part is once William Barr put together this investigation, one of the leaders decided to quit. Take a look at this article here on NewYorkTimes.com. Barr hands prosecutors the authority to investigate voter fraud claims. However, when you read through the article, it says this, and it reveals, having familiarized myself with the new policy and its ramifications, he wrote, I must regretfully resign from my role as director of the election crimes branch. A Justice Department spokeswoman did not immediately respond to the request comment by Mr. Pilger's message. Doesn't it seem odd that when asked to investigate voter fraud, the one who is in charge of investigating that voter fraud just mysteriously quits? I mean, really? What is going on here? He's been appointed to do that job. William Barr told him to do that job, and suddenly he quits. It leaves me with an eerie, lingering feeling that there's more to the story. But thankfully, we've got some GOP members also calling for audits and investigations. Check out this article on Breitbart.com. Representative Paul Gosar calls on Arizona officials to investigate the accuracy of the Dominion ballot software after reports of glitches, which we have been reporting many of those glitches here on my channel. ABC27.com. Pennsylvania Republican leaders call for an audit of the election process. And I have to agree, that needs to be done. And personally, I think we should be doing it on a large scale, considering it hasn't been done, right? At least as long as I know, it needs to be audited, and that's my personal opinion. But that's not all. Check out what the White House had to say about the election.
We are fighting for the rights of all Americans who want to have faith and confidence, not only in this election, but in the many elections to come. There is only one party in America that opposes voter ID. One party in America that opposes verifying signatures, citizenship, residency, eligibility. There is only one party in America trying to keep observers out of the count room. And that party, my friends, is the Democrat Party. You don't take these positions because you want an honest election. You don't oppose an audit of the vote because you want an accurate count. You don't oppose our efforts at sunlight and transparency because you have nothing to hide. You take these positions because you are welcoming fraud and you are welcoming illegal voting.
We need to uphold our election integrity no matter what side of the fence we are on. Now, here's one last piece of the puzzle that I want to add to this report, and this is on Tucker Carlson and a bombshell that he dropped. Take a look at this article on Breitbart.com. Tucker Carlson, big tech censorship is one of the worst forms of 2020 election tampering, and he cites Google suppression of Breitbart News. Now, in the article, I'm going to quote exactly what Tucker Carlson had to say, and here's just a piece of what he said, and I quote, "The tech monopolies has spent the final weeks of the presidential election suppressing the voices of Trump's supporters and hiding damaging information about his opponent, Joe Biden. That happened. We saw it firsthand. We experienced it, and you may have too. In August, Facebook banned the pro-Trump Super PAC committee to defend the president from buying any campaign advertising. What? What election has that happened in? None. None. Just a few weeks ago, as you well know, the New York Post published true and accurate details of Biden's family lucrative and damaging overseas influence peddling operation, which was real, which Joe Biden knew about. Facebook, in turn, limited the distribution of the article, and Twitter blocked people from posting it. In other words, they censored it. They kept people from knowing about it. And on what basis? Nothing in these articles was untrue, but they censored it anyway, along with any content that was critical of lockdowns and mandatory mask wearing. Why? Because Biden supported it. And in the very conclusion of what he has to say, if we are going to have real and fair elections going forward, then we have to end Silicon Valley's total control of information. It's the very first thing we must do. We can't have free and fair elections without that. If the voters aren't allowed to learn critical facts about political candidates before they vote, you cannot have a democracy, and of course, that's why they're doing it. That's powerful information. I don't personally think Trump took enough action, little to none in my opinion, against what's going on with Silicon Valley. And as a result, it bit him in the keister this U.S. election. If we want real integrity, as Tucker Carlson said, we need to handle what's going on with big tech control over what we can and can't say. They have no right to say, you can talk for lockdowns and mask mandates, but you can't speak against them. You can talk about President Trump, Russia collusion, but you can't talk about Hunter Biden and the emails. Enough is enough. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning into my channel. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.